Hey guys, it's Naomi, and I decided to create this video for people who think that they are not worthy or they are not beautiful enough to be loved or to be accepted and just to be who they are. First off, nobody is God, and for those who don't believe in God, I'm sorry that I'm mentioning him. I do believe in him, and please forgive me. And I'm not here to preach. I'm not here to tell you why you should be the person. I'm not here to tell you what to do, but I'm just here to tell you that you're not alone and that you're not the only. You're not the only one going through this. And I want to tell you that everybody has experience of being feeling alone and feeling like they are not worthy of you know living a life that they believe they deserve live. They think that they're not good enough. First of, that's not true. Everybody is worthy of being here. Everybody is worthy of living the life the way they want to live it. And the one thing I always tell people is you only live once. Like, you will only live once, and after that there's no, like, you don't know what the after death, the afterlife will be. For like those people who don't believe in God, they don't know, they don't know if they're going to heaven or not. And then for those who do believe in God, they have a 50% chance of either going to heaven or going to hell. It just depends on what they're doing or what they believe in. It just depends on the relationship that they have with God. But I'm here to tell you that everybody has had a terrible experience. Not everyone has had a good experience. And don't ever let somebody lie to you that their life is better than yours. Never allow somebody do that, because at the end of the day, we all have our differences of experience. When I grew up, when I was young, I had a terrible experience. I had a father, a stepfather that just made my life miserable. He made my life feel like I was not worthy, like I didn't deserve to be on earth. And if I had taken it the way he portrayed it, I would not have been where I am at. I would not have seen the beauty of what the Lord has created. I would not have been able to be where I, like, literally be able to fly a plane. I never ever thought in my entire life that I would fly a plane. I never ever thought in my entire life that I would move from Africa to to the US. I never thought that I would actually have drive a car or even just ride a bike. But if I did live the way I lived, or thought the way my stepfather made me feel, I don't think I would have been able to do that. You know, but we can't let our life, our terrible life experience control us. I have heard a lot of people who say, you don't know what I went through. You don't know, my past. Don't ever let your past control you. Don't. I always say today's a new day. My life is going to change today. Because I believe that. I believe that I'm not going to let somebody control my life. I'm not going to let somebody tell me what to do, because I know what is good for me. The Lord knows what's good for me. And do not let people bully you. Don't let social media bully you. Don't let social media make you feel like you are not beautiful enough just because you don't have makeup on. Don't ever let, social media make you feel like you are too fat, so you're not worthy to be looked at. No, don't ever make let social media think that you're too skinny to be loved. Everybody has their own body, image. Everybody has their own preferences. And we should all be proud of what the Lord has given us, or what you believe you were created by. You should love what you are. I'm talking about, in my video, I want to lose weight because of my health, not because of social media. No, it's because of my health. I want to be healthy. I want to be in the body that I was comfortable with. And I always hear a lot of people say, no, you have a great butt, you have a great butt. But in the US, it is easy for somebody to tell you that you look good than hurt your feelings, because they don't want to get sued. They don't want to hurt that person's feelings. And I've noticed that a lot. In Africa, if somebody sees it, like if they think you are too fat, they will let you know. They don't care if they hurt your feelings or not, because they would rather tell you what it is or how it is than hurt you later on. And that's how I am here. And sometimes it does get me in trouble. It does, because when I choose to be your friend, I tell my friends, if I choose to be your friend, I'm going to tell you the truth. Don't expect me to sugarcoat it. Don't expect me to be nice about it. Because I'm going to tell you what I believe it is. But again, whatever I tell you does not mean that you need to take it into action. Believe this is how I need to be. No. You need to be who you need to be, who you believe you need to be. You know, I used to have so much problems that my dad told me I needed to go for what is this, counselor. I always refused that. Not because I didn't want to, but because I knew that one of the counselors would say, I understand how you feel. Never ever tell somebody you understand how they feel, because you don't. You never went through what they went through. You may have these similar things, like you may have both lost your parents. But at the end of the day, their loss of their parents and your loss of your parents, they are two different things. Your feelings and their feelings, they're two different things. So you can never tell somebody you understand how they feel. But you can tell them. I always tell, especially when I tell my clients or my patients what they're going through, I tell them, please do not cry, be strong. I know I'm not the one feeling the pain. You are. But I would really like it if you were, try to be strong. Because at the end of the day, today is gonna be a sad day and tomorrow is gonna be a happy day. And do not be afraid to tell people they're beautiful or handsome. Don't. If you see something that's beautiful, let it know. I have done that so many times in the US, and a lot of people think that I'm a lesbian or I'm into girls, and I don't care. I do not care, because I know who I am. I know I'm not into girls. But if I see something beautiful, I let them know. You're a beautiful lady. Because you never know what those people are going through. You will never know what they're going through. They may be planning to kill themselves because they think they're not pretty enough. And you just saved their life. Or just saying hi. Just say hi to somebody. Every person that I pass by, I always say hi. I always greet them. I don't care how they look. I don't care what they look. I will always say hi, because I believe it's the right way. It's the good way. It's just you never know what that person is going through. You will never know. I don't care if I see somebody crying. I don't care whether I know you or not. I'm gonna come and give you a hug, and I will apologize. You don't have to tell me what happened, excuse me, but I would do my best to give you a hug. I don't have to wait for the government to tell me, because we are losing humanity. We are really losing it. And that's why there's so many people thinking they're not worthy of living, because they feel like they're alone, and they're not. You can make a difference. And if you feel like you are not worthy, you shouldn't, because everybody's worthy. And there's bullies out there. I know that. I've had a lot of people who tell me I'm not beautiful. But you know what? I tell those bullies? I let them know. I'm like, you know what? I'm glad that you are not God, because if it was God who told me that I wasn't pretty, now that would hurt me, due to the fact that He's the one that created me. But since you and I are both created by the same hands, you are no better than me. So I'm not going to be hurt. There's somebody who tells me you're special ed. I said, yes, ma'am. Very special ed. Through the blessings of the Lord. Whenever you agree with the bullying, they have a hard time to start a fight with you. But when you start going back and forth, it's because they want to see how hard they can hurt you. And those people who try to hurt you, it's because they are hurting themselves. It's because they are hurting, so they feel like if they go after somebody, they feel like that's how they're going to be able to release their anger. But sometimes I just say, I'm sorry. I feel sorry for you. I don't know what you're going through, but I hope you come through it. And I'm here for you. Even if you're being mean. And I tell them, even if you're being mean. I've had patients that are being so mean. And I'm like, I don't know why you're being mean to me. But I'm here for you. And they will actually come and apologize to you. They will come and say, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. The way we change life is not about killing ourselves, because at the end of the day, you don't know what the afterlife is going to be. I used to be suicidal when I was very, very young because I never understood. I didn't even believe God existed. But if I actually did end up ending my life, I would have not experienced the life I've experienced. I've traveled all over the world, traveled at a young age, 24 years old, got to see the world more than I thought I could see it. If I had ended my life at a very, very young age because of one person's bad impact, if I had let that person control the way I felt, the way I looked, I wouldn't have been able to see what I've seen. There's so many people hurting. But one thing you always understand, everything you're going through that's hurting you, whatever it is temporarily. It is never going to be permanent. The only way it will be permanent is because you allow it. If you wake up and say, today is my day, today I don't care, but today is my day, everything is going to stop. Whatever I'm doing wrong is going to stop. I had a friend of mine who said she was going to be a prostitute because her stepfather raped her. And I don't understand what she went through. I said, honey, just because I don't talk about my life, it does not mean I never went through whatever you went through. It does not mean that I never had almost the same experience that you did. But that does not mean whatever your father or whoever did those terrible things to you, that they do not define your life. You define it. You can say, yes, you hurt me, but I'm going to hurt you in a better way by making my life a more successful life, so that you'll be like, I wish I never hurt that person because that person will be able to take care of me. You can change your life. Nobody will do it. But if you end your life, you will wish you actually never did. You will. Because you will wish, I don't know what happens after life. I enjoy my life, but I don't know what happens after life. But I do know that if I had ended my life at a young age, I would not have been able to experience it. I would not have even met good people. I wouldn't have known that. All the people that I meet, the Lord blesses me with. I always say, thank you, God. You're a good God. I never know what tomorrow provides, but I always know that the Lord is always with me. At the end of the day, I'm covered. So you should feel the same way. I'm not trying to convince people who don't believe in God that they should, because if I do, I'm glad. But I'm not here to tell you. But I'm just here to tell you that your life is worthy more than you think it will ever be. There's only one life. And the other thing I was thinking about, I'm like, those who always want to end their lives because they think it's too hard to live it. What about those who were kidnapped? Those who never got the chance they wanted to? When I was a baby, I was an abortion option. If my auntie never told my mother that she was going to have a baby girl, I would have been aborted. And not because my mom wanted me to, but because she couldn't afford it. She couldn't afford to have 2 kids, feeding 2 kids without any help. But the Lord He always worked mysterious ways. He told my auntie to tell my mother she was going to have a girl, and she told her to name her after her. I was named after my auntie, who's technically saved my life. And people think, you have this knowledge, is because I believe my auntie lives through me. But the thing is, if I was aborted, I would have not been in the US. I would have not traveled every other places. I would have not even flown a plane. I would have not found love. I would have not been able to take care of patients that I take care of. I would have not been able to put smiles on people's faces the way I do. And I never let negativity control your life. Never. My mother always told me, Naomi, no matter what I do to you, you never get angry. Yeah, I don't. Because I'm not going to let negativity control my life. I never know when my last day is going to be. It might be tomorrow, the day after, or maybe after I'm 150 years old. But I'm going to live my life to the fullest. I'm going to be the happiest as I can be. And whenever I can't take my life, like I can't take control, like I go through a lot. I do. I cry. I cry to the Lord. I say things that I know I should never say to the Lord, but the Lord always understands because He knows me. I will cry, my eyes will be so heavy, heavy. But after that, I feel lifted and I'm a new person. We'll always sin, we'll always fall, but we just have to know how to rise back. So never ever let somebody tell you or anything make you feel like you're not worthy of living or you're not worthy of being beautiful, because you are. You are. Even if it's not for God, if you don't believe in God, it's for your family members. It's for somebody that's close to you. And people, do not be afraid to say I love you. The people I lost in my life, I never got the chance to tell them I love them. I never did, and I wish I did. Because the way I lost them, it was a terrible way of losing them. And sometimes they will come in my dreams. Literally in my dreams. And in my dreams, I will be crying for them because I don't want to let them go. And I feel like if I did have the chance to tell them I love them, I would be at peace. You know? And it may make you look stupid, but it's okay. It's better to look stupid than to wish you said this, you wish you did this. And do not be afraid. If you hear your friends say they want to kill themselves, go and talk to somebody. Because you're not protecting them, you're hurting them if you don't say anything. I had a friend of mine in high school who said she wanted to kill herself. I didn't care what she went through. I didn't care. I went and I talked to my counselor. They talked to her. This girl came to me and thanked me because she gave birth to a beautiful baby girl. She said if I never took actions about it, she wouldn't have had a girl. She wouldn't have had a good marriage. She wouldn't have known she had all this ahead of her. So if you don't say something, you're not really saving that person. You're hurting that person and yourself, because you will feel guilty and you'll be wishing you said something. So instead of wishing, let's actually take actions and do something about it. And if I made this video to offend you, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend nobody. But I wanted to share what I feel. I wanted to share what I've seen, and it's too much. We need to take control as humans. We need to take control and do something about it. And the only way we can do it is by our own actions. By taking actions ourselves and doing something. And just saying like, I've had enough. I've had it. For those people who are trying to bully you, just say, I forgive you. I forgive you, and I will pray for you. And if you don't pray for them, and just say, I forgive you, and I just hope you get better. That's it. And you move on. Never let negativity run your life, because you're wasting your energy. You're wasting your time. And that energy and time you're wasting, you can never get it back. Because time will all constantly be running. And one day will run out. And then the day you will run out, you'll be wondering, what the heck did I ever do with my life? And then you'll wish you did better with it. But it will be too late, because you can't get that time back. So, like I said, I'm not here to preach. I am not here to tell you what to do. But I'm here to share my life with you, because I'm here to tell you that you are not alone. But killing or ending your life or just being miserable is not the solution. The solution is for you to stop that misery, cut it off, and make a happy life out of yourself. You only live once, just that one time. There might be an afterlife in another planet, I don't know, but I'm not gonna try to find out later on. Thank you guys. I'm sorry it took a long time, but thank you.